So in this video, I'll be talking about the lessons I learned in 2024. I'll be talking about the lessons I learned in 2024. So I'll be fast about it so as not to make this video boring and not to waste our time. I'll be talking about the lessons I learned in 2024. So the number one lesson I learned in 2024 is I should always acknowledge every good deed. I should always acknowledge every good deed. No matter how little it is, I should acknowledge every good deed. And it will cost me nothing to be nice to everyone. It will cost me nothing to be nice to everyone. So that is number one lesson. Number two lesson is I learned not to be pressured, not to work under any pressure. I learned not to work under any pressure, and I learned to keep being myself. Yes, not everyone will like you. Not everyone will like you. In fact, be the most decent person, be the most nicest person, be the philanthropist. Not everyone will actually like you. So I learned not to work under any pressure and not to please people, not to please human. Whatever human will say about me does not matter to me. It doesn't matter, and it doesn't count. Human being thoughts do not count. So I learned not to be pressured and to keep being myself. So number three lesson is I learned not to depend on anyone. I learned not to depend on anyone. Say, in anything you are doing in this life, always have an alternative. Do not depend on one thing, or do not depend on anything. Do not depend on anything actually. Have an alternative. Be it your parents, be it your siblings, be it your immediate family, be it your relative. Do not depend on them. Because normal, if you depend on a human being and they disappoint you, what will be your hope? You too will be disappointed. You'll be disappointed. What if the person do not have what you are asking for at that time? You'll be disappointed. You'll be heartbroken, and you'll be heartbroken. So I learned not to depend on anyone. Number four lesson. Number four is lesson that I learned in 2024 is to prepare my mind. I learned to prepare my mind for worse. Yes, prepare your mind for worse. Anything can happen at any time. Anything can happen at any time. Anything can happen at any time. So I learned to prepare my mind for the worst. People that are going through a lot, other things are happening to, it is not their wish. They didn't wish for it. They didn't wish for it, but they don't have choice. They just have to accept things as it is and know that everything that is happening has been predestined to happen to you. So always prepare your mind for the worst. Always prepare your mind for the worst. Number five lesson is I learned to take responsibilities of my actions. I learned to take responsibilities of my action. I learned to take responsibilities of my action. Okay, someone came to me and tell me, Eri, oh yeah, see, that is fire. Dip your hand into that fire. Insert your hand into it. And me too. I inserted my hand into it, and the fire burnt me. And I'm saying, oh, you were the one that told me to insert my hand inside the fire. You were the one that told me to insert my hand inside the fire. The person only give you advice. Did the person only give you an advice and did not tell you that you must do it by force, you must do it by force. You were the one that chose to do it. And now it's backfired. So you should take responsibilities of your actions and your mistakes. Yes, we are not perfect, but everyone are working towards perfection. Everyone are working towards perfection. We are all human beings. We can be perfect, but everyone are working towards perfection. So I learned to take responsibilities of my mistakes and my action. Number six, this is one of the biggest lesson I learned in 2024, because I learned a lot of lessons, but this is one of the biggest lessons I learned in 2024. I learned not to be entitled to anyone. Not to be entitled to anyone. The person might be your friend, might be your parent, might be your siblings, immediate family. Do not be entitled to anyone. Most especially, do not be entitled to anyone's wealth. Do not be entitled to anyone's wealth. Yes, you might have helped the person in the past, still does not justify you being entitled to their wealth, or still does not justify that you own them or you own their life. Do not be entitled to anyone. Do not be entitled to anyone. And I learned another lesson, number 7 lesson, that human being changes. Yes, change is a constant thing. Human being changes. Human being changes. So the person might be your friend, and you might know the person with this same character. Do not trust the person 100% because human being changes. Do not trust people 100%. Human being changes. And number 8 lesson that I learned is just like the saying of my roommate: anything can happen to you at any time. See, anything can happen at any time. Within a blink of an eye like this, many things can happen, or many things could happen to you within a blink of an eye. Within a blink of an eye. Within a blink of an eye. Many things can happen. My roommates will always say, Eri, things are happening in this life within a blink of an eye like this. Many things has happened that you just be thinking, wait, how come? How did this thing happen? How come? So I learned that many things can happen in this life. So I'll be making an example. So when I was on campus, when the semester was still running, I was in school, and that particular day I was really really broke. I was extremely broke. So I was having 1,000, only 1,000 on me. So I called my mom. No, I was not having any money on me. So I called my mom, and she said she would send something to me. So my mom sent 4,000 naira to me. So I slept. So when I slept, I was having 4,000 naira on me, and I slept. When I woke up to the alert of 30,000 plus the 4,000 in my account. So that makes it 40,000. I mean 34,000. I woke up to the alert of 34,000 within that short period of time. I'm not talking about money, but I'm just using that as an example that anything can happen at any time. So, most importantly, I've talked about this before, but I'll still be saying it, that prepare your mind, because anything can happen at any time. So, that is the lessons I learned in 2024, and I'll be wrapping this video up by appreciating everyone that supported me this year in one way or another. Thank you for joining with me. Thank you for working with me. This year I learned a lot. I learned, unlearned, and I relearned some lessons that actually helped me in my personal growth. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate you all. Thank you for making this year a memorable year for me. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for helping me. And thank you for being my friends and my family. Thank you all. See you next year. We go other in 2025 by God's grace. See you all next year. I love you all. Thank you very much.